run it back, run it back, run it back.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Call on the wrist, hold on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I never switch, ice in the wrist, call on the wrist, hold on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football. VP Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons as they square off against the #1 pick, Kyler Murray, and the Arizona Cardinals. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner.
Coach, some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Arizona Cardinals. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. The numbers on the ground for Gurley last week. 14 carries, 61 yards.
He's the #2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to #1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a golden watch in their future if he becomes a leading rusher.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 30.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Here now the offensive starters for Atlanta.
And they come off a tough loss last week. And what's their reward? A 2nd straight road game. Rarely are teams happy about scheduling. They're always calling the league office saying, how come we have this game and that game? But when you're coming off of a loss on the road and you go right into another one, that's a difficult task.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. This is Quadri Allison, the rookie from Pitt. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Quadri Allison with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10. At their own 21. This is Kenyon Drake, the 4th-year man from Alabama. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down, it's Drake. And he got blown up on that play. Back at third down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. The young buck finding the veteran there. There is 14 years separating Kyler Murray and Larry Fitzgerald. Murray turning 22 back on August 7th. And on August 31st, Larry Fitzgerald turned 36. But these two guys like each other, and it shows on the field. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
25 yards that time.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing again on second down. Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And the QB rating right now is sky high, 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the,
right, that's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And our attention shifts to Todd Gurley. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. Still going. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after one.
Down, ready, back 25. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, ready, set.
Now Ryan on first down. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Well, later tonight, we have more football, Sunday night football, a good one out west. Steelers and Chargers might see equal amounts of black and gold mixed with a powder blue in the stands for that one. And then tomorrow, Monday night football, Detroit and Green Bay battle in the NFC North from Lambeau Field. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll run with Drake. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Let's go, D, tighten up.
Play action. Ryan under a heavy rush, and down he goes. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
After the sack on 1st down, Ryan, and he's going to go down again. Devon Kennard. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Here's Ryan to throw, and that will be incomplete.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On second down, it's Drake, and down he'll go at the 25. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing now is Murray. It's complete to Drake. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Last year as a rookie, Edmonds got more action than most people anticipated as David Johnson's backup. 80 touches, 60 of them on the ground, 20 through the air. 4th-round pick in 2018 out of Fordham, who had a whopping 5,800 rushing yards during his college career. They think his future's bright in Arizona. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First down, Murray. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And that play is blown up. Loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
59, ready. 25. Check in. Right here.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but it's going to be 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Ryan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Here's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So a field goal try here on 4th down as the Falcons call on Matt Bryant. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Bryant's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Hopkins, strong running. A huge play there for Arizona. 54 yards. So they dig a little deeper in the playbook there, get the wide receiver the ball, running it, and it proves fruitful.
Love the call. When you've got a guy who has running back skills, you want him to touch the ball as well, not just out wide where you throw it to him. Make sure you hand it to him or toss it to him and let him go to work.
Murray now to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
59 Mike, check, 59.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
He's got it to Williams. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Chase Edmonds, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. See, it didn't seem like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now it's Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. On 3rd down, Ryan. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and then angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too. I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems...
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Drake. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground with Drake. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray able to find Isabella. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. Well, several media outlets thought Andy Isabella was the top receiver in this year's class out of UMass. He dominated his senior year there. 1,700 yards, 13 touchdowns. They really say that he can just take a top off a defense. He ran a 4.31 40 at the Combine, 3rd fastest of all attendees. And then he was taken 62nd. A lot of experts think he was a major bargain with loads of potential. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, the risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Murray going to throw. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. From the 44, Murray. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. In on the stop, DeMonte Casey. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. A big one coming now for the kicker, Zane Gonzalez. This from 44 yards away. Gonzalez's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now it's Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17. Ryan. Complete. Smith has it. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Tackle made there by Budda Baker. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons. Ryan now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Quick throw from Ryan here to Ridley. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. From the 30 on 2nd down, Ryan. Caught by Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 19. Ryan to the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Ryan to throw. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. The Cardinals going to use the 1st of their timeouts. as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. The kick by Bryant is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final.
Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Now this time Murray to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Yo.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Check 45 to my check 45.
And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Murray and company going for it on 4th. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And his kick is indeed good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for?
So a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone, because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. Oh, he almost had it. Would have been a big interception here in OT. Instead, it'll give him another shot on third down. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. Decision time now on 4th and about 1.5 yards.
I can still hear my high school coach, John Ford, right now. I want my #1 play with my #1 runner over my #1 blocker. Get me the first down. But some may very well say, punt this thing away, pin them down deep, and play field position.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Grady Jarrett with the tackle. What can Murray do now with his drive? Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It's a gain of 35. Well, what do you think? Maybe got away with one? I mean, he's thrown 2 picks already. That looked pretty dangerous.
And it had a little hang time on it, so what he needs to do right now, hug it out a little bit with his guy, because he went up and made a play on the football and kept him from potentially throwing that 3rd interception. There's some trust in there. There's also some hope.
Check 99. Check 99. Watch out.
On first down, Drake. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 1 yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Check.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray flush to his right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. fights loose. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Breaks the tackle now with Alley. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. And here's your ball game. Down 3 in overtime, but they're going for this thing on 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe